Hey guys, Prowl1701 here, and today we're going to look at my top 5 episodes from Star Trek The Next Generation that I would select for people who've never really seen Star Trek The Next Generation to watch. The ones I would pick. The top 5 stories plus a couple honorable mentions. Let me start off by saying Star Trek The Next Generation did take a while to get going. It's generally considered by the fandom that Star Trek The Next Generation really picks up with Season 3. Season 3 and on is really good. Seasons 1 and 2 are the weakest of the series, which ran 7 seasons. Now, there's still some gems in there, especially in Season 2. But Season 1 and 2 don't quite live up to the rest of the show. And I think Season 1 is the weakest. So, if you start watching Season 1 and it's not quite clicking with you, I would check out some episodes from the other seasons, because it does get better. Season 1, if I was ranking the seasons, would be at the bottom. But some of the stories I would mention are Encounter at Farpoint, the pilot two-parter. This is a good one to watch. It's actually not only a pretty good story, it introduces all of the cast really well. Great introduction story for the series. Good series pilot. It introduces Q and explains who the Q are and what's going on with the trial. It has a really nice resolution. Good starting point for the series, and definitely one you should watch if you're getting into it. The next one is Data Lore, which is where we meet Data's brother Lore. Lore will show up several times in the series, and I find him an interesting character, and it's nice to see Brent playing another character besides just Data, and it's interesting seeing just the similarities between Data and Lore and the differences between Data and Lore. I had forgotten it. This episode was in Season 1. For some reason, I was thinking it was a season or two later. Next is Heart of Glory, which is a really good story about Worf. It also has a couple other Klingons in it, too. It's also, I believe, the episode where we hear the line about how Klingons do not take hostages. I really like that scene. I think it's from this episode. It's a really good little scene there, and it really makes me have a lot of respect for the Klingons right there. Next on the list is Symbiosis, which is a really good parallel talking about addiction and the dangers of addiction. I really actually enjoy that episode. It's one of my favorite of the season. And it's it's Star Trek teaching lessons. It's, I think, another one that's really relevant today. It was definitely relevant in the 80s when it came out, when the drug problem was as bad as it was. So I definitely would give it a watch, especially if there's any friends or families that have addiction problems. They should be made to watch it. And I believe that's all 5 of the main ones I wanted to list. I did want to talk about a couple honorable mentions. One is called Too Short a Season, which I really enjoy. Although the makeup on the Admiral when he's supposed to be super old, especially on the Blu-ray remastered, is very noticeably makeup. Kind of makes it a little hard to watch now. I liked it better, I think, before they did the Blu-ray remaster, because the standard definition kind of hit it a bit. Still a good episode though, with a good lesson. It teaches a really good moral there. And then also the Naked Now, which is kind of a sequel episode to the original Star Trek episode, The Naked Time, which was also a good episode. The Naked Time is good, The Naked Now is good. I like the fact that the virus involved can even infect Data, which is weird since Data's an android. I like the fact that it can even infect Data. I find that interesting. So it's also a good one. So I would recommend giving those a watch. Just keep in mind that Season 1 is the weakest of the Next Generation series. The show only goes up from there. Other things to do: click the like button, click the subscribe button, click the bell for notifications so you never ever miss a new video. I try to do a new video every day. I've also started a Patreon if you're interested and contributing to that. The entry level is only $2 a month. So just if you can afford $2 a month and it interests you. Got my first patron not too long ago. His name is Michael. Really, really grateful to him. It means a lot to me that somebody would even just give me a couple bucks a month to listen to me talk about sci-fi stuff. That's pretty cool. I do post a lot of stuff on my Patreon. I'm getting more active on it. I have a behind the scenes video, blooper and outtake, an extended cut of my Doctor Who Series 8, Steelbook unboxing, and I also do polls. I have a poll up now for which Doctor Who story I'll be reviewing and rewatching next, which is something all of my tier levels are temporarily have access to. If you're interested in that, a link to that is down below. Check that out. Most importantly, though, stay safe out there, and thank you for watching.